Hi, I'm Darren Orff.
And I'm Anthony Verducci.
And this is another episode of Split Screen where we talk about some of the awesome games that are coming out.
And this one's Wolfenstein, The New Order.
And this is a game, that we've been looking forward to, and let's just go ahead and jump right in.
All right, so this is your gameplay. You're playing on the Xbox One, and where are we right now?
Well, to give a little background, you are the common protagonist of Wolfenstein series, BJ Blazkowicz, and I am in Castle Death's Head, which is this kind of like Nazi evil scientist.
Right, so we're killing Nazis, we're killing robot Nazis, we're killing cybernetic dogs. What else do we got?
There's a lot of neck stabbing you're going to see in the next 4 minutes.
Yeah, this is pretty violent.
Yes, this game is very violent. It's honestly probably the most violent game I've played this year.
That's okay. I'm fine with it.
It's got a kind of like Quentin Tarantino violence quality where it's a little bit exaggerated.
Yeah, but it still stays in the real world as much as possible.
It's kind of like the rule where like you can kill robots and it's cool. I feel like that's like applies to Nazis now.
Yeah, anytime you're killing a robot, it's fine.
So anyways, as you see here, I mean, it looks very much like, your Call of Duty. You have like the fast running mechanic. Here I'm stabbing a dog in the neck very brutally.
Yeah, there's a lot of neck stabbing in this game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of blood, especially those dogs were killing me all over the place. That's why you got further along than I did.
Right, and when we spoke with the senior gameplay designer for this game, you can see that, it does seem like a very modern shooter, but there are like remnants of the old person, first-person shooters, and like this
especially
game,
in the controls.
Right, and this series is very old. Like, ID Software made Wolfenstein 3D back in 1992.
Yeah, and I see you're doing kind of the Rambo style, but how's the stealth mode?
Well, that's what's really impressive. One of the impressive things about this game is that it allows for different playing styles. So here you can see I'm just caution to the wind and just going around,
Ramboing right through it.
But there are styles where you can find secret passages that lead to unaware enemies, and you can really sneak around and actually kill everyone before you even know you're there.
On the weekend I was playing on the PS4 and I was doing more stealth modes, more stealth maneuvers, and I got ahead, but I didn't get as far as you did. But it was so much more fun to sneak up on somebody, just jig them right in the back of the neck.
Yeah, and the great thing about this game too is sometimes when you play these first-person shooters, like this title has no multiplayer, so the game is completely focused on the single player.
Sure.
And what's great about that is the story is actually very, very interesting. They decided, okay, this is gonna be a little bit of spoiler, not a huge one, but a little bit.
Yeah. Tell us about, because you got further. So tell us about how the jump towards the future.
Yeah. So we've never seen in a Wolfenstein game is it's always about the war against Nazis. Well, guess what? The war is over and the Nazis won. So here we are in 1946, which of course history buffs know should not be happening because the war should be over.
That's your telltale sign. But where do we go into the future?
We go into 1960, and we have just a world overrun by Nazis. And what's really interesting is the Nazis are equipped with this technology that would even baffle us today.
So we're almost out of time. So what do we think? 1 out of 10. What are you giving it?
I think this is really a game that people are really going to enjoy. If you're a first-person shooter, it has lots of different difficulties that you can really tailor it to how good you are, and it's really great to look at. There are a few things. We were talking about I think the tutorial's a little rough. It's hard
it's
to get
okay though. I figure you could do casual gaming, or if you're a fan of the Wolfenstein franchise, you're definitely going to want to pick this up. Gameplay is smooth. Graphics, of course, are off the charts. What else?
And I think MachineGames makes this title, and they've part of their group has made games that they really do focus on the story. And I think with this title, you're going to see a Wolfenstein game that has more depth and more just more to it in general than we've ever gotten out of this kind of game. And I think that's really interesting for this series, and I think it's interesting for this kind of genre as well.
I agree. I think that's going to be it for us today. So.
Yeah, I'm
Take it in. And I'm Anthony.
And this is Split Screen.